What up, though, world? This is Xavier Monroe back with another vlog. In this particular vlog, we're going to talk about hip hop and the difference between writing good songs and just being a good lyricist. So, I talk to a lot of people, and they have this thought process or this somewhat misconception of if you can rap really well, that means you can't make good music. Like these rapidy rap niggas can't make good songs. Which when I hear this, I'm like, that's just true and not true at the same time. Like a good song is not determined by the lyrics. A good song is determined by a multitude of things. It's the vibe, it's the instruments, it's the messaging, it's the decisions made in the composition. It's a lot of stuff that goes into play when we're talking about good songs versus bad songs. I've heard plenty of bad songs with bad lyrics. I've heard songs that were bad because the lyrics were bad, not because of the beat, not because of the focal point of the whatever they were trying to get across in the song. It was because of the lyrics. I've also heard songs where if that particular artist would have pulled back on some of the extremities of the lyrics or the lyrical part of it, like yo, chill. You don't have to force that much into the song. You know, you're losing people in general. You're losing an audience of people. You might not lose your audience, which at the end of the day is actually more important than anything. But as a grand scheme, you're losing people. So I've seen it from both ends of the spectrum. What I don't like is when it's just this common thought process, or it's this general thought process of, oh, if you a rapping ass nigga, you make bad music. Now the thing is, understand where that came from, because it was a thing where a lot of lyricists, they put their lyrics first. The background is played by the beat. Like they put the beat in the background. They put the vibe and the sometimes there's no chorus. It's just, oh, I want to rap, and that's what I'm about to show y'all. But who's to say that having a dope verse isn't a good song? If I want to hear some raps, some people spit and make me feel like, whoa, they was rapping their ass off, that's what I want to hear at the time. So a song will be good for that mood that I'm in, to hear a person rap their ass off. Sometimes I want to hear something to work out to. I might not want to hear too many words thrown my way. I might want to hear the beat do most of the work with minimalistic lyrical content and minimalistic vocals coming my way. Like, just let it breathe a little bit, you know. And that's when I'll go for that. What is a good song and what's not a good song is super subjective. So there is nobody out there that should think that just because somebody is rapping well or rapping a lot, it automatically makes it a bad song. It might make it a bad song to you, but some of the shit that you like, I might not like. Some of the shit that I like, you not gonna like. It just goes both ways. So I feel like when it comes to writing songs, it has nothing to do with your lyrical prowess, the level of lyrical content that you give, or the level of MC or lyricist that you are. Your songs have nothing to do with that. Like I said in the last vlog, I like the marriage of good lyrics and good songwriting. Now, what does that consist of, you might ask? Give me a beat. The beat don't necessarily have to be like a banging ass beat. The beat has to fit the mood of what the artist is trying to get across. Sometimes it has to bang. Sometimes it has to be minimalistic. Sometimes you get a better vibe if you strip the drums out. Sometimes it needs to have a lot of instrumentation to get the epic feel of what the artist might be going for. Sometimes it might be dark. if they're touching on a darker subject or using a darker vocal tone. Sometimes it could be a little brighter if you're going for a brighter content or a brighter vocal tone. Sometimes you can marry two opposite things. You might have a dark beat with a lighter vocal tone, kind of like something you may hear from somebody like Busy Bone. The beat is super dark, but his voice is super light. But for some reason, it merges so well, and we're like, oh, that sounds good. Or you might have somebody with a lighter beat with a darker vocal tone. Maybe somebody like Ja Rule. You know, a lot of his best songs was like more upbeat beats, you know, but his voice is so raspy and raw. But for some reason, they married very well in the time when he was hot. So a good song it varies. It's too many variables to say that a high level lyricist just makes bad songs. That's just bullshit. It's like, yes, some high level lyricists make terrible songs because they make bad decisions in general. It has nothing to do with their lyrics. It's just, oh, that beat was trash and you tried to rap on top of that. Not good. Or this person isn't good at making choruses and bridges. That has nothing to do with the lyrics. Like, his pen is good, but he can't write choruses. Or his pen is good, but he can't make beats. Or can't pick good beats. Whatever it is. Then you got some people who trash at rapping, trash at picking beats, trash at making choruses. So now, this guy isn't even a rapidy rap type of guy, but he still got trash ass songs. So at the end of the day, I feel like the whole, concept of I'm a good rapper, so I make bad music should go away. Now, granted, I never heard that about myself, so this isn't in a defense of me. Like, people say I make great music and I can rap very well because I believe in the marriage of the two. And I write my songs with that in mind. I want to be a top level lyricist, but still make top level music. Whether it means adding some harmony into it, I'm picking the right beats for the mood that I'm going for. And a lot of high level lyricists do that. Royce da 5'9". He doesn't just throw shit out there. It was a point in time where he might have thought that that's what he was doing, but now he's very conscious of, let me pick this beat. This beat goes with the vibe of what I'm trying to get across, and this is what I'm going to do. And I could go on and on. Lupe Fiasco has some very, very well written songs, and where the harmony is right. The production is on point. It's layered. And his lyrics complements, or his voice pattern or his vocal tone complements the production. And he's one of the higher level lyricists that you might hear. Then you got somebody like Rock Marciano, who understands the minimalistic production that he has complements his vocal tone, where he might not have any drums, or it might just be the sample on loop, but it matches his vocal tone and it matches his subject matter. Wu-Tang, when they used to do the gritty, hard-hitting, dirty drums, and it just went very well with what they were trying to get across as a group, and there are many vocal tones that's just being thrown at you. So, like, these guys are very good lyricists, but they're still making good songs. They got big hits. That's what I want to say. They got big hits. You know what I'm saying? They chart. These guys have charted before. And Jay-Z, obviously, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Nas has a thing where it's a stigma put on him that he picks bad beats, but he might hit all other areas. So does that make him a bad songwriter? No. He just gotta, to some people, he just gotta work on the production that he picks. But overall, being a good rapper doesn't mean that you make bad songs. And being a bad rapper doesn't mean that you make good songs. One thing I will say, though, just as a thought, bad rappers usually understand that they're not very good at rapping. So what they'll do is they'll utilize other things to bring life to their songs. So they'll make sure they pick the baddest beat. They'll make sure they have the craziest effects. They'll put a whole lot into their choruses and bridges. because they know that the verses won't be as potent. So, you could look at that, but you still got to judge it for what it is. If the verses are trash, you still got to take points away for that. Just like if a lyricist is really good with his verses, but he picking bad beats, you take points away for bad beats. You don't just say, oh, he can't make good songs. You got to call it how you call it so you don't spoil it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Vada Fly. So it's like, be up the middle. Don't be biased. Don't be mad because you can't rap. And you like, oh, well, lyricists make bad songs. No, lyricists can make good songs. You need to learn how to rap better if that's your argument, because you can't do what you're trying to do. Like, oh, I'm trash at rapping, but I make good songs. No, don't be complacent with your level. Make better verses. Write better songs. And as a whole, lyrics count towards the totality of making good songs. Now when you focus too much on anything when you're making a song, then something is going to take a back seat and it's going to take away from the song. So if you're focused too much on lyrics, then something is probably going to take a back seat and it's going to hurt the song. If you're focused too much on the beat, then that might hurt the song because the beat is banging but your lyrics ain't up to par with the beat. So for you to be a good songwriter, in my opinion, you have to have equal focus with everything. You have to be very cognizant of picking good beats. You have to be very aware of writing very good lyrics. You have to understand the importance of choruses and bridges and pre-hooks and everything like that. You got to know how to compose. So you know where to put these choruses, where to put these bridges, how many verses do you need to get your point across, and you have to understand your voice and understand what type of production works for you, whether you the type that needs effects, whether you the type that sounds better natural, whether you the type that needs louder, more bombastic beats, whether you the type that would sound better on or a more minimalistic type of production. These are the decisions that make good songs. Not just, oh, I can rap well, so I make bad songs. No, you can rap your ass off and still make very good songs. Or you cannot be so good of a rapper, but work on your game and build it up, but make sure everything else is good, and you can still make some very good songs. So that's my opinion. That's how I feel. Chime in the comments if you want to continue the conversation or if you got a different outlook. And name me some artists y'all think are very good at everything. Good beat selection, good writing and lyrical, prowess. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just a well-rounded artist that makes great songs. I think Jay-Z is great, at being a full package. I think Rectify 9. I think Lupe Fiasco, especially like his good shit, I think Cyrock, as I mentioned in the last vlog, myself, I think Griselda is really good at what they do. They understand their formula. I think Rock Marciano understands his formula, and we could go on and on and on with my personal list. I think Kendrick Lamar is great at understanding what works for what song. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. And y'all put y'all opinions in the comments, man. We can continue this conversation. And Monroe out. And remember, when you're making your songs, think about everything. Don't put too much into the pen. Well, put everything. I take that back. I'm lying. Put everything into your pen, but also put everything into your beat selection. Put everything into your choruses. Just make sure you did your best at every single aspect of making songs. And at the end of the day, you should have a good song. Peace.